Hi, it's Claire, your intuitive reader. Let's see if I'm reading your story. If the energy fits, great. Come back, enjoy. If it doesn't fit this time, don't make it fit. Come back and see if I'm reading your story next time. Okay, let's get into this. I have been getting so much energy, like someone is going through a massive shift. It's uncomfortable. It's growing pains. It's uncertainty. It's confusion. It's agitation. It's questioning everything. It's a really massive shift. I feel like it's this collective. I feel like it's this community. Even the ones of us that have not yet connected, we're coming together, and that energy is crackling. It's pretty intense. It's yeah, like now's the time people are starting to get moving. Up here, here, they're really getting moving everywhere, and our bodies need to match up to that. So I drew some cards from my different decks. I just went, like, it just started coming out, so I really wanted to get in there and tell the story. So this is probably going to be a quick one, but very involved. It might be long, I don't know. So I got liminal and spiritual quest, energy, healing, and release. And then I got renewal, time, wisdom. And so there's this massive renewal, this undertaking. You have gone and you're dissecting everything, and you're questioning everything, and you're deciding what's going to stay and what's going to go. And that's a massive shift. You are starting to find your purpose and your path, when before you were feeling lost. You were feeling like, well, I at one point felt connected to people and connected to my life path and knew where I was going and had these plans, but now you're at a state where you're like, where do I go now? But you're getting this huge influx of downloads of, just little synchronicities, seeing the clock at the same times, or 1 2 3 or 1 2 3 4 or 1 1 1, getting numbers, seeing numbers differently than they are actually there, and being like, wait, did I see that? Don't question it. Write it down. Start keeping track of how many times this is happening, because your spirit guides and this stuff has already happened. We are now just the slow part of it. It's kind of like when you see thunder and lightning. See lightning and hear thunder. There's a delay. So this stuff has already happened. You've already had this awakening. You've had this path. That's why you're feeling it. It's feeling like it can't move fast enough, like that you're just a step behind. So you need to focus on that, and that slow down and move. Just enjoy the moment. Be very present right now. Be very present to whatever messages are being sent to you. Like, you may say they're a coincidence, but the universe has a way of escalating that lightning and thunder until you notice. So it's easier for you if you just notice these small signs and synchronicities, instead of having the universe make a big thunderstorm, a big hurricane, to get your attention. I don't think this collective has that issue. I think you're feeling uncomfortable. Like, why is it all the stuff coming up? Why am I feeling like this? Why do I feel like time is just, again, we got time. Time is moving in a different way right now. It's a liminal way. Time is not moving in the same way. You're on a spiritual quest. You're moving with energy. It has a different feeling. You're having a renewal that is like using that energy to completely renew your cells. I mean, think about when you get a sunburn. That skin that has to renew itself, it's painful. it has to come off. I mean, snakes, shed their skin. All these different creatures, shed their exoskeletons. And these, the butterfly, the caterpillar manifesting, it's like breaking apart and sitting in this uncomfortable ooze. It's not a pleasant experience. I don't know if you've ever really thought about that. It's pretty, like it's a chrysalis, and what's going on in there is molten goo, and it's not pleasant. Renewal, yeah, you want to think of it like this, like, yes, that's at the other side. But in the meantime, you're like really in there in the mud. So, what this is saying is focus on that innocence. Focus on that joy, because when you're a kid and you're going through changes all the time, you're changing all the time, and it's always a new adventure. But as you get older, you stop seeing it as abundance, which it is. And so you have to get back into the vibration, the frequency of being young, of being excited about change, because this is going on. It's happening. You couldn't argue if you're a butterfly, like, no, I'm just going to stay a caterpillar. That's just the way it is. You are changing, you're renewing, you are becoming something else. And that growth can be a very positive experience for you if you find joy in it. Like those changes, be innocent, have that innocent vibration. Like, there we go. Is that correct? This innocent vibration, that'll give you a sense of abundance. I really feel like a lot of you are, during this renewal state of really, you're like in this spiritual quest, you've really found your path again, and you're starting to look for your soulmate. That soulmate might be yourself. It could also be someone else. You're starting to realize and really understand what you want in a soulmate. Is the person that's in your life meeting that? Have you even found it within yourself? When you find yourself as your soulmate, you realize exactly what you want, because you can feel it. When it's not there, and when it is, you just know, within your soul. And, you're really desiring this unity. But remember, you have to unite with yourself. A complete, like, when you're in that chrysalis state, you can only do it by yourself. There's no one else there. There's nothing else there. It's just finding your core and realizing that you have always been this. This is not a new thing. The only reason you're finding it scary is because you've gotten used to the role you're playing. And the role you're playing is not you. That's why you can change from moment to moment. You can be a completely different person, because you are not the person that you are playing. You are the internal, ever-evolving person. But you're feeling this sense of it being so uncomfortable, because that feeling of change and metamorphosis you've now associated with pain. So you have to change the way you're seeing that. You have to change the vibration in which you're experiencing change. And a lot of that has to do with welcoming and love. If you welcome and love to yourself, you will find this soulmate, because see, you're seeing with your third eye. It's not about seeing, it's about knowing. It's about really feeling that, not emotions, but actually feeling this animal thing that we know, that we can't explain, that is there. That is the vibration that you need to go out into the world. No effort, only just, yes, I want to be a part of this. Like, take your place back on your spiritual quest. You've probably gone off of it because you've been playing your role. And now is the time to really get into who you are. That's exciting. It's time. It's time. You have acquired all the wisdom that you could possibly need. for this renewal, for this spiritual quest. This is a time of, energy healing and release. I mean, that's wonderful. I always get to this point in the reading where, like, I get to a point where it's like, it's within you, meditate, and my nose just itches, and I do the bewitched thing. So, yeah, I watched a lot of TV when I was growing up. I think that's a place I'm coming. Oh, so yeah, I mean, like, you're dealing with a lot of, you're dealing like with this place of like, it's hurting, it's heartache, it's all this stuff is coming up. Take the damn swords out. Like, you're putting them there. This is your thoughts. This is up in your head, and you don't need to be there anymore. It's a time to release this. Get rid of this energy. Change the vibration. It's time for healing. Heal. Oh, and this is green. This is heart energy. You can heal these wounds by loving. Love yourself. I mean, if people are around you and they deserve that love, if they deserve it. Yes, deserve. People do have to deserve that respect and that love. You can just love people, but you don't have to give to them if they are hurting you. If they're not meeting your highest needs, if they're not meeting you at your vibration, leave them there. Just be pleasant. Yeah, okay, that's really nice. But don't hold on to these swords. Release them. Heal them. Because you are the star. Like, you are the star. This path, this spiritual quest. You already are a star in the liminal. You are a star child. I've been told my whole life, I mean, my partner met me and he's like, you're an indigo child. He didn't even really know much about this, but then he read about it. He's like, oh no, you're like totally an indigo child. And I think a lot of us are those crystal children, rainbow children, indigo children, because we vibrate at a different frequency. And that can be uncomfortable. Stars are just, so bright and stuff, and that's so much energy and so much, but you need to release that. Take a deep breath, meditate. I know everybody's like, oh, I rolled my eyes about yoga. I rolled my eyes about meditation. I rolled my eyes about everything. But it got to a point where I realized, okay, I'm an athlete. So I work out and I work on stretching and I work on my breathing, my breath work for my sport. So what's different about this? This is a journey. You are practicing, you are preparing. If you were to go climb a mountain, you would need to prepare. The oxygen would be different, so you would have to bring things to assist you, learn how to breathe properly, have the proper attire. So this path, this journey is no different than anything else that you're doing, preparing for. This is the marathon. This is the liminal marathon. This is the energetic marathon. This is exciting. It is like something to get pumped up about. This is like conquering that mountain. Like, you would prepare for that. You would make sure you're eating correctly, make sure that you're getting enough water. So you have to think about your path, your spiritual quest. This is a spiritual quest. You are going to change and you need to prepare for this. This is happening. So you're going to be on that mountain, climbing it, seeing things you never thought you could experience, never even imagined. Put yourself in the best shape to meet this quest. This is the thing you've been waiting for your entire life. It's right here, right now. Enjoy it. Enjoy what's coming. Well, it was great reading your energy if this was your energy. And if it wasn't, please come back and maybe I'm reading your story. Please like, subscribe, and comment if you did like it or resonate with it. I love interacting with your energy. Even if you don't agree with me, that's fine. I am totally fine with that. Maybe it wasn't your energy this time, but I welcome you and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.